People have asked me how long have I been playing guitar, and I have to tell them I have been playing guitars for decades. I always loved to play the guitar. I I remember when I first got a hold of my real first guitar. I was about, I don't know, maybe 9 or 10 years old, maybe 11, I don't know. But my family and I were living in this tenement building, and uh, on the third floor, and it was this vacant apartment right next to ours. So I just walked right over in the vacant apartment. Nobody lived there. It was just they either were gone or, or they just moved or whatever. But the apartment was vacant, so I just walked in there and I just picked up the guitar. There was an old rickety guitar. It was raggedy. The strings were all over the place. The thing about it, when I first got my hand on that rickety guitar, I knew I wanted to play. But I didn't know how to hold it. I didn't know you held it like this. I was, I held it flat on my knee because I didn't know how to play. There was nobody there to tell me how to play. There was nobody there to tell me how to hold it. It had about two strings on there and they were broken. But I was trying to play it. And that's my first time ever seeing or knowing anything about a guitar. Um, I didn't even know you called it a guitar. I didn't even know the name of it. All I knew is that I just had to play it, learn how to play it, and a few years later, I guess it was 16 or 17. Few years later, I formed a band, and one of the band members taught me a few things about the guitar. He taught me some open chords because that's all we ever played. If we played anything, if I played anything in that particular first band that I was in, it was always um, power chords. I didn't know a C from a D or an E from an F at that time. We just played what we felt. We played by ear, uh, and that was it. That was it. I remember the first time I was in the band, I actually sang a song, a version of an Al Green song, and after the song was done, during my singing, during the singing of the song, I was so nervous. I mean, my knees were clanging together because a crowd of people were in front of us, and I was just so nervous. I didn't think you were supposed to get nervous when you played in front of people. That's how naive I was, and I was nervous. I sang this song, and I was playing bass guitar at the same time because and I didn't know that sometimes some songs were hard to play when you try to sing to them. Some songs you can sing to when you play. Some songs you can't sing to because they're too difficult for you to try to concentrate on the fretboard and the lyrics that's coming out. So that's what happened to me. But I was screwing up on the song left and right. I was singing, but I was screwing up the bass, the bass guitar that I was playing, the notes on the guitar. While I'm singing, everybody, and I had this big audience. So my bandmates, they could easily tell that I was screwing up. The audience couldn't tell. They couldn't tell if I had screwed up. But the drummer, the rhythm guitar, the lead guitar, they could say they knew I was screwing the song up because I was screwing the song up so badly that I was messing them up. And but we kept on with the song. We did not stop. We continually played, even though I was missing notes, hitting the wrong notes, not hitting notes, but playing the guitar all together, the bass guitar. And then when we got through with the song, when the song was over, people were clapping. They were walking up to me saying, "Hey, wow, George, where can we find that song you just got through singing?" It was crazy that the audience loved the song, but the guys in the band hated it because they knew I was screwing it up. But the audience never ever let on or figured that I was screwing it up. They just liked what they were hearing that was coming out of me. But I have to admit that I was screwing up. I have to go with the band. But the audience was just eating it up. I mean, that was the first time I thought I ever had fans. People who were telling me how good I was. And at the same time, the band was telling me how awful I was. And I kind of agree with the band. I was pretty awful, but it was that I was young. I was a kid. I mean, all right. You've been listening to George Wilder Jr. There'll be more of these kinds of talks that I'm going to have about music because that's all I know right now. Oh, I'm writing a little bit. Thank you. Bye bye, everybody. Take care.